What is going on, guys? Welcome to GregglesTV Live. We do this every single Sunday. So make sure you're subscribed so you know what's going on. And also make sure your alerts are turned on so that you know when I go live and when I post a video, so you can be the first person to say first or second or third or 16th or 20th, whatever it may be. Let's be cool. Let's be drooly. Let's get to the point. What's going on, guys? If you want to call in, the phone number is 619-721-3699. So make sure you call. I've been quite busy this whole week. I finally hooked up my PS4 Pro and my Xbox One, and I got a brand new TV, a 4K TV. You can see it behind me. PlayStation 4 Pro is on. I'm going to do something a little different next week, I think. At least I'm going to try to. I'm saying that. We'll see if I actually do it. But what I was thinking about doing is actually playing video games on here. So the bottom screen below me would be video games. Let me see. I'm going to pick that phone up. Someone's calling me. 848, what's going on?
Hello. Hi, this is Nate.
Nate, I've missed your voice for so long, dude. What do you guys got? What kind of jokes do you guys have today?
Well, I don't have jokes. I wanted to apologize, actually.
For what?
For calling in before.
Okay, well, I appreciate it. So what?
Yeah, I'll try not to bother you.
I appreciate it. Thank you for calling.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Look at that. First call of the day, an apology call by Nate. Let's see if they call again to apologize second time. Deborah, what's going on? JR, what's going on? Everybody, what's going on? But anyways, like I was saying, what I was thinking of doing was doing some video games, just getting more into that. I think there's a lot of, not only because it's fun, but there's also obviously a lot of growth with video games. There's a lot of stuff going on with video games. It's just a little bit different, and I think that we can bring some more people in here, have a good time with it. Plus, you'll have something different to look at, but I can also talk to you guys. I can look at the chat. I'll have a laptop set up next to me. That's my goal, anyway, of trying to do that. we'll see if I actually do it. But if you guys want to call in, 619-721-3699. Don't be afraid. After this, I'm going to be watching wrestling. So if you guys don't call me at all, I'll just go watch wrestling. Wrestling pay-per-views on. I actually missed a bunch of it. I was on earlier with, what's up, David? Hey, David, why don't you give me a call? I don't think I've ever talked to you on the phone. If I have, I don't remember. You always comment, I know that. But yeah, I was on Bigo Live earlier. Bigo. That's actually a really cool app, guys. If you don't, I do that every Sunday at 4 p.m. Go on there. It's GregglesTV. And it is a app that I can broadcast. You guys can actually video chat with me on that app. I wish YouTube had something like that. Because otherwise you guys have to use Skype or some other annoying thing. And this app's just super simple. You download it and get going. Really cool. But it's a fun app. It's mostly just Asian girls on there, to be honest with you. I'm like the only white dude on there. And but it's cool. I'm trying to I want to make that app something useful for people to use, because it's so easy to use, and it's so easy for you guys to talk to me and just do kind of cool stuff on there that I don't see why the people that make that app don't push it more for it being useful, because it can be useful. You can have your sexy girls, your cute girls. You can if they want to have the sexy boys or cute boys, they can have that stuff too. But have a section where it actually helps people out. I was kind of talking about that when I was doing a live feed today, where you have an app that's so easy to use and people to contact you that no one uses it for anything useful. It's just used for sex. Make it useful, and you can't even do anything. It's not that you can do anything sexual on there. You can't, because they'll ban you. They have moderators watching it, and if you do anything bad on there, have it be, you can't even smoke on there, which is kind of strange to me. But they'll ban you, or they'll block you, or ban or temporarily ban you, so you can't use the app. There's a lot of good that can be used for it. It just is not good. It's not used for anything good because everyone's lazy. Hey, Gabriel, what's up? Hey, Greg, what's going on? Who's going to win, Brock Lesnar or Goldberg? I think, all right, this is a wrestling question for all you guys. So Brock Lesnar's going to win. Obviously, he's going to win. But Goldberg is either going to come very close to winning, or Goldberg is going to be so mad. Regardless, at the end of this, Goldberg's going to ask for a rematch. When's the rematch going to happen? WrestleMania. Let's talk PS4 Pro. David, I would love to talk PS4 Pro. I have it on right behind me, but the problem is I don't have any games right now. I'm actually thinking of getting Watch Dogs 2. My friend, he makes a good joke. He calls it Watch Puppies. And it's kind of funny. I think that's a funny, Watch Puppies. I don't have any games. Add me on if you guys want to add me on PS4 Network. It's Lazy Greg, LAZYGREGG. Add me on there. I'll add you as a friend. So that is a cool one. But otherwise, I don't have anything. I ordered some used games. I ordered Far Cry, and I ordered Uncharted 4. And I'm probably, if I can work up enough energy, I'm going to head on over to Target, and I have a $10 coupon that I can use, and I get 5% off because I have my red card. So I'd get the game for probably like, I don't know, $45 or something like that. Pick that up. And because that game, you can play that in dynamic 4K. And like I said, I just got a new 4K TV, so I'll probably do that. Love all the tech updates. Keep me informed. Yeah, Michael, for sure, brother. If you guys want to call in, call now. The phone lines are open. Don't be scared. You guys were going crazy. If it's about, you know what I noticed about you guys? If it's Samsung, you guys are all over it. Samsung, you're like, oh my God, I want to talk about it. I need it. There's other stuff in the world. There's more. I love Samsung too. Don't get me wrong, but I love talking about other stuff too. Don't be, hey, Nate, what's going on, brother? No, I think you're the Nate, dude. Yeah, Bigo is cool. But what were we talking about? I love all the tech keeps me informed. I don't know what I was saying. Total brain freeze. But yeah, I'm gonna it's funny, ever since the Samsung stuff kind of died down, the phone calls have been less, for sure they have been, and it needs to get to a point where You guys, I don't know if it's you don't feel like you have anything to talk about because there's tech stuff that comes out every day. I do my new stuff every day, and there's always something to talk about. So I want to talk to you guys. This is your time to talk to me because my comments and so basically my 9 to 5 job and YouTube and responding to comments and making videos. I literally have 0 hours a day to actually like comment at this point. It's definitely overwhelming, and I say it the last few weeks. It's a good problem to have. It's just I really don't have a lot of time in my day to do anything else because work regular 9 to 5 has been very mentally draining, and I just want to do YouTube, but it doesn't pay the bills. But I would love for this to be my daily job because I love doing this. Something else I mentioned. I don't remember. Deborah saying, sorry, Greg, always catch me doing 2 things at once, cooking late tonight. Deborah, what do you got cooking in the stove tonight or the oven? I'm very curious because I want to eat dinner after I do this show. But like I was saying earlier about playing games, I think that by me, you guys seeing something interactive below my face, I think that's going to add something cool. I'll probably end up playing Watch Dogs on here just because it's more of a new game. I like the old games. I just when I first got a PS4, I got what's that game called? Last of Us. And I was thinking about, because I also got a $10 coupon from the PS Network, so I was thinking about using that to rebuy that game, because that game Last of Us is amazing. I was just going to buy it digitally, but I'm actually going to wait until the 22nd because they have their, I think, 4 weeks of deals because it's their 10-year anniversary on PS Network. So I'll probably wait for that and see what their deals are before I just buy that game. Oh man, JR, I would love to cover more drone stuff. That would actually be cool. I want to get a drone. It's $1,000 at least. The problem is I don't know how it would fit into my content of what I already do now and how I can make it interesting. I honestly don't leave my house that much. I go to work, but besides going to work, I don't generally leave my house that much. And I mean, how many times can I fly my drone over my house or somewhere else, around me that would make you guys interested? I don't know if I could. I'm not a big guy that says, "Oh, I just want to go out there and be with everyone else." I'm kind of I'm not really a loner. I mean, I guess I'm a loner, but I kind of like just doing my own thing and not being bothered by people. I like being around my dogs and my wife and being comfortable at home. Let's see. Deborah's saying, "What do you think Nougat will roll out? When do you think Nougat will roll out to all?" Oh, roasted chicken. Very nice, Deborah. Very nice. I think it just depends on when it will roll out. I wouldn't say it's not going to roll out to everybody, obviously, because unfortunately Android never does. But 2017, I would say all the big boys are going to get it if they don't already have it. Samsung will already have it for a lot of their phones and tablets, which they're definitely working on. Which I've already announced that pretty much in on my news stories. LG already has it in some of their phones. Google phones already have it. Who else do we have? HTC. I don't know if HTC will have it. HTC looks like they're going to get sold, which I kind of hope they do. I talked about that today in my news story. Let's talk about that. HTC has had the HTC 10 and the HTC, whatever the hell they call their phones, 8X, whatever, 9X. I can't remember the NH. I can't remember what they call it, but whatever. Those phones are legit phones. That they were the first. If I'm correct on this, and I think I am, they were the first Android phones to be made of aluminum, made of metal, whereas most of the other phones were made of plastic or just crappy looking phones. And they were the first phone to really go in hard with the design of their phones. And at the same time, it'll be sad to see them go away because they were one of the high-end, most high-selling phone manufacturers out there. But you know what? If Google buys them, that's great for not only Android, because now Google's going to have a factory and people that know how to make phones and people that know how to design phones and this whole slew of new people that they can give jobs and not have to kick out of their jobs. And I think they'll obviously lay off some of those people, but I think they'll keep the majority of them. But also, it's going to put them in control of everything from A to Z. Whereas with Apple, sure, Apple designs their phones, but they don't make their own phones. They put that out to other companies to make the phone, like Foxconn, and a lot of companies do that. And Google would probably be one of the few companies that actually designs the phone, designs the software, and builds the phone. So they keep everything in house. At that point, you're looking at a manufacturer of a phone company that could potentially hide everything from the public, so we really didn't get any leaks of any sort. Because if a lot of the time when you see Apple leaks, it's because it's the people that are making the phones are leaking the phones because they're not Apple and they don't really care, and they end up copying the phone anyway. If you look at a lot of these Chinese branded phones, a lot of them look like other Android phones or iPhones. So everyone pretty much copies each other because they all use the same manufacturers anyway. So it'd be cool to see Apple buy HTC. I have Michael's saying I have a Phantom 2 and a GoPro, still works fine. Yeah, the Phantom 2. I mean, you can get a Phantom 2. God, you can probably get a Phantom 2 for cheap now. Let's look. Let's go to eBizzle. eBay. Phantom 2 Pro. Let's check it out. Oh, it's probably just Phantom 2. It's probably not Phantom 2 Pro. Come on. Where is it at? Dude, that's the 3. Yeah, that's so cheap. $339 for that drone. $300. That's a really good deal. I always want the best one. Well, I wouldn't want the best one. I'd probably be cool with that. Their other one, the begins with an M. What is it called? Can't think of what it's called. The small one they got, the new Phantom drone. That one looks cool to me. Let's see what else we got. I don't think it would push it out to the Note. Yeah, you never know, Michael. They probably won't push it out to the Note 3. Yeah, Deborah, it's sad that HTC is not doing so well. Krista, what's going on? What display is better, OLED or AMOLED? What's the difference? So what I've heard, and I've honestly personally never seen an AMOLED screen on a phone. I've heard AMOLED is better because it uses less energy and it's better colors. That's what I've heard. Gabriel, A8 phone is a mix of the S7 and the Note 7. So he's saying that is it the Galaxy A8, I would assume? Or is it just Samsung A8? Let's take a look. There it goes. Android Authority already reviewed it. An excellent mid-ranger, but with a flagship price. It looks cool. Yeah, it's got that flat design. I miss that flat design sometimes. I have it with my Pixel phone. Let's see. Positives, all metal design, large vibrant display, thin profile, micro SD, fantastic battery life, excellent camera, fingerprint scanner. Negatives, expensive for mid-range, occasional home screen lag issues, weak speaker. You know what? Samsung can keep that lag and shove it. I hate that damn lag. It sucks. Get rid of it. There's no reason you should have lag in a phone today. Rohan is saying, heard about the Elephone S7. If not, Google it. Can't understand why nobody has sued them, though. So he's saying, I've heard Elephone S7. Let's check it out. Elephone S7. I know I typoed it right there. Oh, it's got the Helio X20. Oh, my God. Oh, look at this baby. It's super cheap. $249. It uses a Helio X20 Deca-core processor, 4 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs storage, 5.5-inch Full HD IPS display. It looks like a legit phone, especially for $250. It looks like every other phone on the market. It looks like a Samsung phone, but it's funny they put S7 in front of it. Do they have an S6 and an S5 and an S4? It looks cool. I'd try it out. If they sent it to me, I would definitely try it out. The Mavic, yeah, that's what it's called. That drone, I want the Mavic. The Phantom 3 Standard is going for $450. Michael's right, Phantom. What's up, Joel? Welcome to the show, dog. Deborah, I was worried about you. I thought you were gone. But what else do we have? Let me check out. What was I talking about earlier? That's the live stuff. I mean, how does that sound to you guys? I'm curious because I was gonna say I'm gonna try to do some gaming, and go from there. But let me know if that sounds interesting to you guys, or not. I'm curious. But yeah, it's cool that companies are going through this stuff, because when companies like HTC and Samsung and GoPro have to go through like stuff where they have to do callbacks on phones and stuff like that, I think it changes the company a little bit to the point where they are like a little less than they have to go through something that makes them change, and I think that's good. Like, I like that the way what GoPro, I did a story about that today, that GoPro is putting, even though the phone got recalled, they're still giving everybody, free GoPro Hero 5s. Those are $400 devices. That's like expensively crazy. So I love that they're doing that. I would like to see more of that stuff go down. I wish Samsung did that. I don't know why they didn't. They could have made a big bang with that, but they obviously did not. Let's see. I think I have a text from somebody. Hey, Greg, it's Mike from Connecticut. I'd like to know if you had a Note 7 with a Samsung 256 gig SD card, will it work with an LG V20 or no? Yes, it will work. It will work. It will work, if you understand. Yep. What else? And do you know if the LG V20 has issues of when you make phone calls? People have trouble hearing you. I have a trouble ticket out with AT&T about the issues, and they asked me if I want to go with an S7 Edge. What other phones has a 64 gigs and can handle a 256 SD card? And with an S7 Edge, can I put a 256 SD card in it? Yes. So to answer this guy's question, the S7 Edge and S7 should be able to handle the 256 gigabyte SD card. As for other phones that you could get that take SD cards and have 64 gigabytes of storage, man, that's a tough one. Flagship wise, I don't know if there is any. I think there's a 64 gig version of the S7 Edge, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think AT&T sells it. I think there's an unlocked version of it, but it sounds like you probably just want to get it from AT&T. Just get well, it's tough because the 32 gigabyte was lame of the S7 and S7 Edge. I would just go S7 Edge, S7 Edge. Go that way. Wait, is that typing? I think that's my name. I want to change my name on PS4 Pro. I want to change how do I change my damn username on here? I probably have to go into the PS4. I wonder if I can just add this. That's probably going to look stupid. Let me see. Let me see if I can add my... Oh, it's not connected. I can't do it. Damn it. Damn it. I can't do it. Rohan, did you see that Google updated the YouTube app for virtual reality? I did. My Google Daydream arrives soon, actually. Oh, David, call back. I missed it, dude. Man, sorry, David. Let me tell you to call back. I was too slow. Maybe I should just call you, actually. That way you don't have to... David!
What's up, Greg?
How you doing, man?
Good, man. Good. Good to finally talk to you.
For sure, dude. What's going on?
Not much, man. Just wanted to talk maybe some phones, Note 7, V20, little PS4 Pro.
Yeah, for sure.
Anybody's got any questions?
Yeah, do you have a PS4 Pro? I forget.
I do. I got a PS4 Pro on launch day. I have an Xbox One S, so I'm up to date. I got a bunch of games. I got what did I get? I got Uncharted 4. I have The Last of Us, Shadow of Mordor, Deus Ex: Mankind Divided, Infamous Second Son.
Is Last of Us optimized for the PS4 Pro or no?
No. Well, here's the thing with The Last of Us. It's actually been the frame rate's been they're having some frame rate issues in the 4K mode, but honestly, you do not notice any native 4K compared to the 60 frames per second mode that's 1800p, because the textures aren't there. So I mean, there's really no need to play in 4K.
You're talking about Last of Us?
Yeah.
Oh, so they did put an update out for it to take advantage of the PS4 Pro.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
It has HDR and it has two modes. It has an 1800p 60 frames per second mode, and then it has it actually does native 4K at 30 frames per second, but you would never know it. You can't see the difference.
Okay, so that's good then, because I had the game at one time. I had it on disc, and then I traded it in. Now I was actually gonna I don't know if you heard me earlier. Did you get your $10 credit with the PSN network?
I haven't. I was gonna sign on tonight and check.
Yeah, I got mine. I got mine this morning. I checked this morning. I had like 26 notifications. One of them, all you really do is you just click on it, and then you have to click again, and then you just hit add to your wallet, and it adds it. So yeah, cool. I was gonna buy that game because it's $19.99, but I was gonna wait.
Yeah.
Was it last week that it was on sale? I think it was last week.
I bought it last week. A brand new copy from GameStop for $9.99. I actually got the physical copy.
Oh, you did? Is it still? It's not $9.99 there, is it still?
I don't think it's still, but you know what? It might be on Black Friday. It might go back down to Black Friday.
Yeah, but I don't.
I know. I hear you.
I'd rather buy it online.
Get it for $10. Yeah.
Did you
it's
add
a great
me
game,
on?
Though. You know what?
Did you add me on PSN Network?
I'm gonna add you.
I have to change my. You know, I'm at GameStop and I typed GameStop into their search. Last of Us. I need to change my name on there. How do you change your name?
I've never tried on the PlayStation. I have never tried.
Change it.
Never tried. I kind of set it up and left it alone.
Yeah. So it's $20 on there. I'd rather get it for $10.
Yeah, get it for 10 digitally.
Yeah, $10 digitally. But then I was like, it might go on sale next week for all we know.
Yeah. I think it might for Black Friday for sure. I know Ratchet and Clank is going to be $10. There's a bunch of games, a couple of old games, Mad Max, things like that.
Wait, you know what games are going to be on sale next week?
Yeah, they have their ad online.
Oh, who are we talking about?
GameStop.
Oh, I was talking about the PSN network.
Oh, you're talking about PlayStation Store?
Yeah, they have their network. They have their sale going on too.
No, I haven't seen any listings for that. Yeah. I'll save the $10 and see, if anything's interesting.
Yeah, just use it before November.
Firewatch.
November 30th. Oh, Firewatch?
I heard Firewatch is pretty cool, and it has 4K. It's 4K native.
I would have bought that game, but then I watched someone play it on Twitch. The whole game. At this point, I'm not going to watch it.
I've done that so many times.
Yeah, it's such. Otherwise, I would have bought that game. What's your username?
It's you know what? I'm so confused between my Xbox and my PlayStation. Let me turn it on.
Okay. Well, you can just add me if you don't want people to know. It's fine.
No, I don't care.
Okay.
I care less.
Yeah, I downloaded because you can play. I haven't played Overwatch. Overwatch is free until the 21st.
Okay.
Well, free to play.
Yeah.
I downloaded the Steep beta, which I haven't tried.
I played Steep last night. It was terrible.
Oh, it's not a good game.
Terrible. I was hoping it was SSX, which was phenomenal, and it's terrible. It's really bad. Don't even waste your time, honestly. It's a sad game. It's a sad game. Ubisoft, I don't know what happened to them. it's really pathetic.
That's funny.
You know, it's all their games are just. I'm scared because I'm Watch Dogs 2, something I'm interested in.
That looks cool, right?
It looks cool. I lived in San Francisco for a couple of years, so I'm interested in that, and it looks better than the first one in some sense. I mean, I miss the dark tone of the first one and what it was supposed to be, like how they showed at E3, you know. But, so before it got the graphical downgrade, but I'm still interested in it. I like the direction they took. It's like got a Mr. Robot kind of vibe.
I like the way it looks. Because it's kind of, I didn't play the first one, but it
me neither.
Seems like an
tried
open.
To, and I was just I let it go.
It seems like a little bit of GTA because you can steal the cars and you can it's an open world, and I think that's to me seems fun.
They ripped off everything from GTA.
Yeah, I think a lot of people do at this point. That's what I would actually if they could. That game's not optimized, right? GTA 5.
Yeah. Oh no! Watch Dogs is, but not GTA 5, not yet.
Yeah, GTA. I know GTA. I'm sorry. Watch Dogs 2 is. It says dynamic 4 up to dynamic 4K.
Yes, and it looks beautiful. I've seen a couple of videos and it looks amazing. But yeah, I'm still waiting for Mirror's Edge Catalyst to get a patch. I'm hoping. That's one of my favorite games.
Oh, is it?
Mirror's Edge?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great game. It's so original. That's why I love it. And I like the parkour aspect of it. Yeah, great games.
Yeah,
so
it's
I'm
funny.
that gets attached.
Ever since I got the PS4 Pro, I'm like, I turned my Xbox One S on. I'm like, you know what? This just feels slow and clunky. That interface is clunky.
It is.
That
the interface on the Xbox is horrible.
It's really
miserable.
Bad. It was awesome on Xbox 360.
It was. The 360 was a great system, and Xbox One, you couldn't even play music on it while you were playing a game, and it's clunky.
PS4's interface has been way faster than
beautiful.
Xbox's. Yeah,
it's smooth. When you install games, it's 100 times faster than the Xbox. Right.
It is a lot faster.
Everything works beautifully on the PlayStation. I do have one issue with it though. I don't know if you game with headphones at all. It has a skipping issue when you use headphones through the controller, and it's a known issue. It's a known issue, and that's not good.
But that's just probably just an update that they need to put out.
I hope so, but my old PlayStation 4 did it, and now the Pro's doing it. And they just released a new update.
What headset are you using?
I'm just using it's a Sony headphones too. The extra bass Sonys. I forgot the model number. I don't know if you're familiar with them. That they sound great.
The Sony Gold headphones.
They're not gold. Here they're MDR. What is the model number? XB450s. They're like supposed to be, the best bass quality and good quality all around headphones.
What is it?
But they're still very light.
840. You said.
Hold on, let me make sure I'm giving you the right number. I'm in the dark here. It is MDR XB as in boy 450s. They're great headphones. Okay. They're great.
They're not wireless, right?
They're not wireless, no.
Okay, so because you're just plugging it into the aux port, then, yeah?
Yes.
Okay,
yes. Mm-hmm.
Understood.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess you can do that with any headphones that have a microphone built into them. Okay. That could.
Yeah, these have a microphone.
Because I could use. That's right. Because I could end up using my these headphones, the V Modas, then if I wanted to.
Right.
Those have a microphone, and they're actually Bluetooth. Because you can connect any Bluetooth headphones, if I'm not mistaken, to the PS4, right?
That I don't know. I know it's very strange. I tried Bluetoothing to my TV, and it wouldn't work. And it's very strange. And I have a Sony TV as well, and Sony all the way.
I don't know a lot of people that have Sony TVs anymore. They seem like most people buy Samsung.
I know everybody's Samsung. Yeah. Everybody's Samsung. I love the Sony TV. I think it's incredible. I've got two of them. I got two 4Ks, one 4K 55 and a 4K 65 with the HDR. And I love these TVs. I think they're fantastic.
Huh. Yeah, I haven't. I don't think I've Maybe once in my life I had a Sony TV. I've never had ever since probably like the late '90s. I think like, I might be wrong here, but I've had Samsung TVs
Yeah.
more or less, or Vizios. But I know Vizio's not the top of the food chain, but that's
Yeah.
usually what I had. Sony was always a little bit too expensive for me when I was younger.
Right. Yeah, they've come down though. They've
Yeah,
come
they
down,
have.
and now they've kind of traded places with Samsung. Now Samsung is the most expensive TV,
Yep.
and the Sony's are more affordable. And another reason I went with this TV as well is I'm one of those guys that likes 3D still, and this was
Okay.
and this was the only TV that had the passive 3D, which is actually the one you can stomach because the active 3D is absolutely miserable, makes you sick.
Did you
So-
get the VR for the PS4?
I didn't get the VR for the PS4 because the Samsung Gear VR it made me sick. I had chest pains for 3 days after using it. And I don't have a heart condition. So, but I loved it. I really loved it. It was awesome. Used it for a half hour, watched a couple of demos, and after that, 3 days with that chest pain, I'm like, I returned it. That was the first thing I brought back. Yeah. I know it's a shame, man, but and they're not letting people. People aren't aware of the dangers.
There is a lot of danger, but I think that's the future of gaming. I think that's the future of people hanging out.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? I think it is because I think that like once they can, they need to have stuff they need to have hardware that's powerful enough to really make it smooh.
Right.
And I think once that happens, and in the next 3 to 5 years, I think that, like, for instance, how cool would that be if I do a YouTube show and you put your headset on, we're all in this tropical island that looks real, and but we can see each other, and it looks like you're really there. I mean, like that'd be
great.
There's some cool things they're going to be able to do with it, and it'll make it more interactive.
Oh, yeah.
So I think that will be the future, or a part of the future of gaming. Because I mean, how else? I mean, question back to you: where do you see gaming in 5 years? Do you see it in the same range we're in right now? Like, how do you think it's going to be?
I agree with you on the VR, but it has to be a smooth experience where you're not feeling sick from it at all, and the interface has to be so lightweight, like a very light pair of sunglasses. Because people complained about 3D because they had to put on glasses, and I don't have an issue with that. And they're gonna put on this big tank of a VR helmet. I mean, I don't see it happening. If 3D died, I don't see the VR taking off unless they really do something about the headset and making people nauseous and sick. That's a huge issue.
I don't think 3D will ever be popular because I think VR is more interesting.
It's more immersive.
Yeah, more
Yeah,
immersive.
it is.
So I don't think 3D will ever take off anymore. I think it's really going to be VR. I think even the movie theaters, I think in the next 5 years, I think when you go to see a movie, they're not going to say it's in 3D. They're going to say it's in VR.
Oh, wow. I remember it's possible, but I don't know. They got to work on the headsets. It's very uncomfortable.
Well, I don't know I don't think you have a Pixel phone, right? You have a Samsung phone?
I'm still rocking the Note 7.
Well,
with the 60% battery update, they got me.
Well, when I bought the Pixel phone, it included a free voucher for their new VR headset, the Daydream. So I finally got it last week. I ordered it. It's in the mail. I actually think I get it Monday. So that one's supposed to be very comfortable. It's made of cloth.
Yes.
So I'm actually very excited to try
comfortable.
that. Obviously, it's not going to be a game changer versus the hardware.
No.
With the hardware it's on, but it's still going to be very cool to try out, especially something a little bit more comfortable than what Samsung offers you.
Absolutely. You're going to, like you said, you're going to enjoy it. I mean, it's very cool. I enjoyed every second of the VR.
Yeah.
Aside from trying to, toggle the clarity on the headset, that drove me crazy.
The clarity's not there. It's still blurry.
No.
As clear as you can get it, it's still blurry. It sucks.
Yes.
So that's why I was saying it's still going to be even 4K. So I was at E3 this year, and I talked to one of the guys that made or he worked on it. The squirrel game. What was that squirrel game? It was VR. It was for like,
I know it's like a third person.
Yeah. It's like it's
cartoony
kind of like
game.
Mario.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
like
know
a
the name of
Mario
it.
Brothers type thing, but he's like a squirrel.
Right.
So I
Right.
talked to the guys that developed that game, and he was telling me that I was like, yeah, it needs to be 4K. He's like, no, it needs to be 8K, and it needs to be in each eye for it to be clear.
Mhm.
So if it needs to be
Wow.
8K, that's not
Forget
even 3 years away. That's 5 to 10 years away. I
Oh
think,
yeah, they can't even do 1080p
Yeah.
in each eye, so forget about it. Okay.
Yeah, so I think that 4K is obviously going to make it a lot nicer, but
Mhm.
8K we're a ways away. I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
But I'm very excited about it because I like the technology. I like what they can do with it. It's very immersive. Like
I
you
like
said.
it too.
Yeah.
I like it too, but I don't want to be sick for 3 days after I use it. And maybe I'm the small percentage, but still, I mean, you can't. I don't know. They have to improve it. They have
Yeah.
to improve it. Yeah.
They do.
Yeah. I'm curious to see how how it affects you after you get the Daydream.
Well,
you know?
I had the Samsung one. I've tried the Samsung one.
Oh,
as well.
you had it. Okay.
Yeah,
All right. All right.
I actually have the second version too. They sent it to me and I never opened it, but I tried the first version and it was good. I like it, but it's still blurry. And I know that I don't expect the Google one to be clearer because I know it's not going to be. I just expect it to be a slightly more comfortable, but I love the technology. I think what I think it's going to be good for too. It's going to be used for gaming. It's going to be used as what I found comforting in it with it is people that have anxiety, that are bothered by certain things, have it be flying, maybe going on a train, a plane, whatever it may be. If you can put that headset on, some headphones on, and put you in a world that makes you comforted, it's going to take that person out and comfort them and make them feel better about the situation they're in. I think they can be used for things like that as well.
Well, here's the thing. Part of the problem why I think I had chest pains is I'm one of those people that does have anxiety.
Okay.
So I'm on the other side of that coin. It's overstimulating you so much that I think it gave me a panic attack and brought on anxiety.
Yeah.
So
That's a good point. That's a very good point.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about that.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
With me, I used to have anxiety when I was really bad when I was a teenager in high school. But when I had it on, the reason I brought that point up is because I was in one of the Samsung demos, and it brought me into it didn't look real by any means, but it put me into a world
Right.
that looked like a beach. And
Right.
and that it just made me relax. The sun was out. It just made me feel really relaxed. And but I agree with you. I think I didn't even think about that. It could be way overstimulating. Everything, and just like any medication, there's no perfect medication for everybody. Everybody's different.
No.
But yeah, I think you're right.
Exactly.
I think my point's right, and I think your point's definitely right as well. That it'll help people, but it
Exactly.
could also be too much for some people.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a case by case basis, but I'm upset because I want a PS4 VR. I really, I want to check out the Batman game, but I'm kind of scared to go back into that into that world. And then, like I said, while I was with the gear, I didn't play anything. I was just watching some demos. I was absolutely fine. It was about a half hour later.
Yeah.
That's when I started feeling the ill effects. But yeah.
Well, it's kind of like
Yeah.
So is it kind of like PTS in a way? And the reason I say that is because if I play a video game too long and I haven't gamed like this in a long time, but when I've gamed for hours and hours and hours and hours, like have it be a scary game like Resident Evil, when you stop playing it and you go back into your real life, you almost expect like a zombie to come around or like someone to scare you or something. I know it sounds ridiculous, but like you're still
No, I understand what you're saying.
like your brain is still in that mode. Is that why you got bothered by it, or is it just something?
I don't think so. Because I wasn't watching it. It wasn't a horror demo or anything. It was nothing crazy. I think I did the Avengers one. I don't know if you checked that one out. And I can't remember the other one, but it was like you were flying and you're like in the middle of the ocean, and it was nothing crazy.
Yeah.
And it was only about a half hour. Some people say you have to get used to it. You have to get your VR legs. They've coined the term, but I was a little bit more severe for me to jump back in.
Okay.
Will I do it again one day when the technology's, perfected a little more? Yeah, I'm going to give it another try.
Yeah.
But, it wasn't worth the the risk for me.
It's still too expensive too. It's for the whole package for the PlayStation version. It's $500. That's very
and
expensive.
On top of that, whereas the Gear VR was wireless, this you have to hook up to an octopus of cables, and that's a no. That's got to go.
Yeah.
They got to fix that issue.
Yep.
I mean, it looks like a nightmare in your entertainment center, and once you're in that VR world, I'm sure you're going to jerk that cord and things are going to go flying. So, they got to fix that. They got to fix that. So
it needs to go wireless. It needs to have amazing battery life. It needs just to be easier. It needs to be less clunky. It needs to be more natural.
Yes.
There's obviously this is like first generation. If you look at like the Nintendo, I mean, if you look at how much stuff you can do now on a console versus what you can do with Nintendo. Nintendo was pretty much perfect at the point, I mean, it had some hardware issues where you had to blow in it just to get it to work sometimes. But I mean, it was simple and it worked, but the world just isn't like that anymore. You can do so much with technology and the device that it's going to take some getting used to and getting some perfection done with it.
Mm-hmm. So. I kind of miss those days of just popping in a game and playing. Now you need 12 updates, and you have to have a pre-day before you can have a game day, just to upload everything and do every update. And I don't want to get the game too early because maybe it's not going to be it's half there, and I need 4 more patches, and it's just ridiculous.
Yeah. It's cool though. You're right. I mean,
it is cool. It is cool. The other side of the coin is it's cool that they can come back and get people's feedback and fix things right on, over Wi-Fi patch. It's great.
Well, that's what's amazing is like you think back to when we were. I don't know how old you are, but I'm in my mid 30s. When you go back to like the Nintendo or Genesis or Super Nintendo, you had these games that I remember playing. I don't remember there being some massive bug in there that didn't allow me to play it. And now you have games that come out and you're right, they won't work unless they get that update or like there's some massive thing wrong with it. I don't remember that bad back in the day. Do you remember back? I don't remember how old you are, but again, you must have had a system.
I'm 41. I'm 41.
So you're similar age to me. You had
every console. Yeah, exactly. I was born in the year of Atari.
Okay, so I mean, do you remember back then playing games that had massive issues? I don't.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Yeah. So that's a good, but I appreciate you calling, man. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about?
Yeah. Well, I've took a lot of your time, so.
Well, I mean,
let's give somebody else a chance.
No, I don't think there is anybody. Everyone is so afraid to call, or they want to talk about Samsung, or Samsung's not really in the news anymore.
Well, they want to talk about the Note still.
Everybody wants to talk about the Note, but there's no Note news.
Well,
really.
There's the Note 7 rebels that are helping people flash their phones to get 100% back. I don't want to promote another group or anything, but that's the news now. That's what they're doing, and I'm a little hesitant to do it.
Yeah,
because you lose features, you lose your cloud, and I've heard rumors that they're going to brick the phone by the new year anyway.
Okay,
that's what I've heard. So why go through all that hassle?
Last I heard, it was going to be November 15th, but obviously that time is coming and gone.
And
they still haven't done it. So I don't know why they just don't do it. I mean, I don't think they're going to get. Maybe they're worried they'll get a lawsuit or something. But I don't.
I mean, if you're going to knock people down to 60%, you might as well just break the phone at this point. It's ridiculous. But here's the problem. I went into T-Mobile. They don't have F7 edges. And they want you to stay in the Samsung family, but they don't have the phones available.
Oh, really?
It makes no sense.
Which
you can't
carrier?
Get a Pixel unless you're at Verizon.
Which carrier again?
T-Mobile.
Oh, okay. See, my dad, we have AT&T, and he had a Note 7, and we went right into a Best Buy. Hey, we want the. I know you can't go to Best Buy because they don't sell T-Mobile phones, but
no, yeah, the only one they don't carry.
Yeah, we went right in there, grabbed an S7 Edge. We were out, within an hour. So it's too bad that you can't grab that phone very easily.
I know. I hear it's a great phone. I know you.
Yeah, I had it. I liked the Note 7 better. My wife said the same thing. She liked the Note 7 better. And now my dad, who did not have an S7 Edge, but now he does, he likes the Note 7 better too. He thinks it just feels better. The Note 7 definitely is a better phone, but it's
a great phone.
Yeah,
it is a great phone.
Yeah, but you know what? I love the Pixel phone, man. I know people hate on that thing. I love it. I love this phone. Love it.
I don't see what the hate is all about. I mean, it's has no lag. You said, right? And
No,
lag
none,
free.
zero.
Yeah, it looks like an iPhone. They could work on the design, on the next round. But it'll get there. It'll get there. But don't add features that people don't need and make the phone lag. And yeah, that's an issue that the Note 7 definitely has.
So you get lag. You do get lag.
Oh yeah, right? I definitely get lag. My YouTube videos lag. It's bad. That's what worries me about keeping the phone.
Okay.
That's why I want to get rid of it.
But that doesn't bug you. Like that's the thing I hated most about the Note 7 is that it just lagged. It sucked.
It does.
I liked everything else about the phone. I don't mind TouchWiz. I don't mind everything. It was fast most of the time, but it just lagged sometimes enough to the point where I couldn't stand it. And I get so surprised when somebody's like, "Hey, my phone doesn't lag." I'm like, "How doesn't it lag?"
Maybe they don't. Maybe they don't fully understand or aware of what the lag actually is.
That's true. Maybe they always had. Because I've never had a Samsung phone where it didn't lag.
Yeah, they've all lagged. I know you were talking to HTC earlier. I used to love those phones. I had an Evo and an Evo 3D, back to 3D again. Those phones were fantastic. I love those phones. And there was no lag on there.
Yeah. The brief time I had the LG V20, about a week, 2 weeks, that one didn't really have any lag. It was definitely felt faster than the Samsung phone, but it's funny because Samsung, like when you open up the app will open up fast, but then like once you're in the app or in the general OS, it starts to slow down. It's just a funny phone with speed.
Yeah,
so
it's true. Unfortunately, I just don't really have any interest in any other phone. So I'm kind of stuck. Because I have my sister works for Metro, which uses T-Mobile's network, and she's got a friends and family discount where I can get the V20 for half price.
Oh, okay.
So I'm kind of thinking about, at least for now, jump into the V20. I
think you'll like it. I mean, it's very feature rich, and then you get I think they're still doing the free headphone thing, which I actually should be getting my headphones, even though I don't have the phone anymore. But it's a decent phone. I keep hearing people having, like, someone just commented, I think, on one of my videos today about them having problems with speaking through the phone, and they said that's a known issue right now.
Yeah. I've heard it had some issues. I heard it's not that great. I'm hearing the best alternative really is the Pixel or the S7 Edge. That's what I've narrowed it down to for myself. But
I just wish they had the Pixel phone at carriers. I mean, because you can still buy it on payments through Google if you don't have the $700, $800, $900 for it. But people don't. I don't think people know about that enough that they can buy it on payments through Google. I wish it was more at the carriers too. I've heard rumors it's going to come to AT&T. Obviously, T-Mobile has their thing where they give you like $200 or $300 or something for the phone. Verizon,
which is bill credit.
Payments.
Yeah, bill credit thing.
Right.
That's the small print.
Right. Yeah, for 24 months, but it's better than nothing though. So I'd like them to see it at the carriers so that. Because they're publicizing the phone to hell. I mean, they're doing a good job getting the word out there about the phone. Because a lot of people that didn't know about Google phones now know about them.
Right.
So
no, it's true. Yeah, I agree.
Cool, man.
Let me let you go. I got a buddy that just stopped by.
All right,
it was great talking to you.
Make sure you add me on PSN.
I will add you. What was it? Lazy Gamer?
Lazy Greg.
Lazy Greg.
Yeah, I'm going to try to change it to GregglesTV unless someone steals it right now. But
okay.
All right, man. I appreciate it. If you don't know, just you can shoot me an email or something.
Yeah, mine is it's D Nasty Noise.
The letter D.
I'll put it in the chat. Yeah, the letter D is in David.
I'll grab it.
Yeah, I'll just do that. I'll throw it in the chat and throw yours in the chat, and I'll find you.
Cool, brother. Thanks. Have a good one. Thanks for the great call.
All right, man. Have a good night. Yeah, definitely.
Later, brother.
Take care.
Oh, awesome call. Awesome call. I'll probably take one more call, guys. I got to watch wrestling. I'm missing it right now. If you're on PSN or Xbox, put your name in the chat. Mine's on Xbox. It's GregglesTV. On PSN, it's Lazy Greg. Awesome calls. I got a big week coming up. Some more videos coming out. It's the holiday season. We got Thanksgiving coming up and Black Friday. Maybe I'll do a Black Friday best deals. I don't know. We'll see if I have the time to do it. What else? You guys are awesome. I appreciate you guys coming in here and just hanging out with me. I love doing this stuff. I want it to be more interactive, obviously, and have it easily interactive. I'd like to do some video calls with you guys rather than just voice chats, because I know not everyone has voice. Yo, Tech.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, man? How are you doing?
Fine. I just called because I'm not sure if you heard about the debacle of Pixel phone. If you pay full price for it and you sell it, Google's banning you from all services.
Oh yeah, I heard that, but then I heard they reversed it though.
Yeah, because they were talking about it was taxes and stuff like that. But then I was just thinking not every state do taxes.
Yeah. I know, it's kind of a weird thing. It's like, I don't know why they would care if someone sold the phone or not. It must be people that bought the phone through them, right? I didn't read. I know I haven't read the article, but
yeah. But what I've read and we discussed on a private chat that we have, a VIP from EC Computer Solutions, that we was discussing it, but they did it to certain people and then they reversed it. But I heard it was through Project 5. But also, I understand if you pay monthly payments, installments, it's fine. But if you pay full price, we're in America, we don't need people to dictate us. You know what I mean? Be dictators on what we could do or not.
Yeah, I don't know why they would care. I mean, if people want to buy the phone and then sell it, they should be able to do whatever they want with it.
I understand if you're in a contract, that's different. But if you haven't paid a full price for the
phone. Well, yeah,
of
course. But I mean, if you bought the phone outright and you own it, then you should be able to do what you want. You should be able to resell it, destroy it, do whatever you want, use it. You should be able to do anything you want with that phone if you own it.
But I don't know what's going to happen with that because, I mean, they reverted it, but we don't know. We're still in the air because it all happened just recently. So therefore, I just wanted to discuss that because I found that very weird and strange. Why they're doing that? I mean, who cares? I mean, you already got a lot of customers.
Yeah, it's true. They it's kind of a weird move by Google to do something like that, especially when they come off as being like a really open, really free kind of company, and when they do something like this, it kind of just makes you second guess all of that.
But you know why they're open and free?
Why?
To spy. That's why to spy because to get you. That's why they get ads from.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because that's how they make their money off ads. Yeah, and they can see what you're doing. Like, but I mean, you know what? They do a good job at their services. I mean, they don't have amazing customer support because everything's free mostly that they give you. But they're still. I mean, I love Google. I don't have any problems with them on my end.
No, I don't have a problem. I had Google since the first time Gmail came out. That you had to get an invite to get it.
Yeah, I think I bought my invite on for like a couple bucks so I could get onto Gmail back in the day. I really wanted it.
Only reason that we got it because I was a student. I was going to computer networking school, trade school. So that's why the teacher have a couple of invites, so he invited the whole class.
Oh,
so we got lucky.
Yeah.
So it was like cool. the first or third group of people to get it.
Yeah, it was cool. It was a different time back then to get. I mean, there's still companies that invite you to stuff, but there hasn't been like a big invite to some app or some website in a long time where people were like, I felt like that people were like clamoring to get into it now, and now everybody has Gmail. Like it used to be, everybody had Hotmail in the '90s, and then it went to AOL and Hotmail, and then everyone had Yahoo Mail, and now everybody has Gmail.
Yeah, I mean, Google services are amazing because. For example, if you get GPS, you're fine. If you're going to buy a car, you don't need GPS because the phone got GPS.
Yeah.
So that's an extra money you put in your pocket.
Yeah, I agree. I know. We just got a car. Last year now, but we got a car last year had GPS, and we never use it. But you kind of it sucks because you need to get GPS in order to get the backup camera and some other stuff. But I never use the GPS in the car. It's too complicated.
Yeah, it's like my friend. He had an argument with the seller because like I don't need GPS. I already have GPS in my phone. He's trying to save some cash. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. But
cool, man. Well, do you have anything else you wanted to talk about? Are you okay?
The last thing that I wanted to talk about is the Samsung need to get a home run with the the next year coming up, Samsung phone, especially the Note 8. If not, it'll be bye-bye because with the whole debacle of Note 7.
I think you're right. I think they do need to hit a home run. I think that the time of Chinese companies with their low-priced, high-quality phones is now, and I think a lot of companies have a lot of stuff to worry about. I think Sony's getting pushed out of the market phone-wise, and HTC are getting pushed out because of these Chinese manufacturers. And I think that it's hurting Apple and Samsung. I think they're the next companies to be hurt by this, unless they create a phone that's really cheap, which I know Samsung and Apple will not, at least for the next year or two. So I think you're right. I think if they don't hit a home run now, I think the next couple of years could be very rough for Samsung.
Yep, and that's all I want to discuss.
Thank you, man. I appreciate your call. Always a good call.
All right. Talk to you
later, brother. Hey, Joel, give me a call. I'll let you finish up the show. So that was good. We got some good calls. Good calls. Good calls. Good calls. Good calls. Joel.
What's up, Greg?
What's up, man? You're going to wrap the show up with me.
So I hear. Hey, going back to what you guys just talking about, even Apple is considering moving from China to the States.
I saw that. Yeah, I think there was the headline I saw was that they I don't know if it's probably not true, but Donald Trump is making them do it or influencing them into thinking to do it.
No, I actually been following up on this. It's actually since June of this year they've been talking about doing it. Okay. What they're trying to do is actually use robots instead of regular people. I think it's a way to control the rumors as much because you guys know the last 3 years iPhones has basically been leaked, and people have already know what is coming out before Apple introduces it. So much that it's not even a challenge. It seems like for all these rumor mills to come out with, Apple is going to release this, Apple's going to release that. But I think what they're contemplating doing is moving to the States to develop probably the initial batches of iPhones and then have the other markets. I don't think they'll take away the Chinese market completely. They'll probably keep Chinese for the Chinese and the Asian markets. But then most likely will move the North American and the Europe markets to be made in the U.S. And I think it's because what you guys were just talking about. The Chinese phones have been coming in cheaper and cheaper and the quality is almost ridiculous. You and I both have OnePlus 3, so I don't know if you still have it, but
I sold it.
Yeah. You hold it in your hand though. Yeah. It feels like a genuine, phone. And this past week, it looks like OnePlus also unveiled that they're going to ship out the 3T. What do you think about that?
I think it's stupid. I think it's a waste of. I think it's bad customer service.
Bad timing.
Bad timing. There's nothing good about it. There's nothing. The 821 versus 820, you're not going to notice any difference. The camera didn't even change. It's just the front camera got improved. Well, the megapixels did anyway. Who knows if the quality is better of the front camera. The battery got bigger. So really, it's only just the battery, more or less, in the front camera. I mean, sure, the processor, but the phone was already super fast, and I just dumb. I think that people aren't going to trust. I mean, people won't trust the company now. Like, why would you ever do that? It's dumb.
I think what they did is to wrap up the sales of the year, to bring it back into the public. The people are talking about it. Obviously, to take away a little bit from Google with their Pixel phones, and obviously LG with their V20. I guess they wanted to recapture, the headlines of OnePlus having a new phone. But I agreed. I think they should have just waited a little bit longer, waited to the first quarter of the next year, and then come out with the OnePlus 4 with added specs. Like we had talked about when we did the show, maybe 8 gigs of RAM, maybe and a better processor. Why do this now at the end of the year? I think it's just so they can have OnePlus in the headlines once more to boost up the sales.
You're right. I didn't even think about end of year sales. You're completely right on that. To push it to the next level. You're right. It's another way for them to do it, and it doesn't probably cost them anything to do what they just did. And they can also bring in some extra revenue because they're charging $40 more for a upgraded phone. But everything they've upgraded is probably the same price as what they paid for those devices, the 820 and the camera back, 6 months ago. So them charging $40 more is really dumb because they're just screwing every customer over $40 for nothing.
They also screwed us. If we wanted to sell the OnePlus 3, now that the OnePlus 3 isn't the newest OnePlus phone, the price for the resale price for it has gone down a little bit because now it's not the newest OnePlus phone.
Yeah. The resale value when I was selling it, which was like a week or 2 weeks ago, maybe, or maybe a week ago, it was pretty high. I think I got like $390 or something for it. I got a lot of money for it on Swappa.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't really lose that much. I lost a little bit of money, but in the grand scheme of things, I had the phone for 6 months, and I used it off and on for that time, so I didn't really lose that much money, if any.
Well, now you're giving me. Maybe I should look at it up.
Yeah, look at Swappa. Swappa's. I always sell my phones on Swappa now, just because they only take a little bit of money, unlike eBay takes 10%.
I got another question. It's a YouTube question. I know you're a fan of Casey Neistat. I'm also a fan of Casey Neistat.
Yeah.
We just heard now that no more vlogs from now on.
Yeah.
Kind of sad.
Yeah, he. I think you could tell he was changing in the last. He even dropped little hints every couple month or two about how he wasn't going to blog all the time. He started those rumors when he went to Italy and then when he came back and. I used to watch him all the time, and I don't watch him barely ever anymore. And I only knew that he stopped vlogging because I saw. I don't know if you watch Scarce. I watch Scarce sometimes. Scarce is like a drama vlogger, and he just talks about other YouTubers who are in drama. And he talked about how Casey Neistat called that out, and how he didn't want to vlog every day, and he was just going to make higher quality videos, which is smart because. You can only do vlogging so long because eventually people are going to get burnt on your brand. And I think that's one reason he's getting burnt out on it. But I think at the same time, he doesn't want people to get burnt out on him. When you get too much of something, you get sick of it. So there's a fine line. There's a fine line for it.
Was in the last few months, he increased like 2.5 million subscribers.
Yeah.
It's just unreal.
He's doing the smart thing, though. Of course, he could still do that. But what he's going to end up doing is, I bet you he's not quitting YouTube. He's going to change the game again. And now there's going to be even more people to copy him and follow him. I guarantee it.
Right.
It's smart. He's doing the right thing. You have to grow and change and learn. And he's doing that. And he's not a lazy creator. He's smart. And he's doing the right thing. It's a smart move.
Yeah.
It's a smart move.
Just kind of sad. For me, I always actually enjoy watching his vlogs every day.
Yeah. Well, now you can watch Roman Atwood, who does a lot of clickbait.
Oh, he's back on again?
Oh, Roman Atwood never left, man. He's the biggest vlogger in the world right now.
Oh, okay. I thought he had just left.
No, he's.
Anyway.
Cool, man. Well, thank you for helping me wrap the show up. Make sure you follow our moderator. He is his YouTube name is on there, Texers. And if you don't know Joel's a great guy. He is almost in here. If he can be in here, he's always in here. Are you back on the mainland or are you still in Hawaii?
Yeah, I'm back on the mainland. My wife is actually right next to me.
Oh,
you want to say hi?
Hey, I can't remember. What's her first name again?
What's her name? John DeLee.
What's her first name?
John DeLee.
John DeLee?
Yeah.
John DeLee, what's up?
Nothing much.
Thanks for liking my Instagram video today.
Oh, yeah, she's an Instagram queen.
I know. Every time she usually likes all my stuff. She likes it fairly quick.
Well, especially if you
That's
put
me.
your dog.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she loves the dogs. I love my dogs too. I got my two mini schnauzers. I got my little girl schnauzer. Every night I go to bed because my wife is in Thailand right now. That little lady,
Oh.
my little schnauzer lady, comes right under the covers, sleeps right next to me, keeps me warm.
See?
She's like the
I
sweetest
noticed.
lady.
I noticed that Michelle was in Thailand.
Yeah, I
She
didn't
got
go.
the
I
full
could have
pic.
went. I could have went, but I hate flying, and I hate flying that far. That's just too much for me. So she flew 18 hours, San Diego to Bangkok, 18 hours in the air.
Yeah, I've been to Thailand twice. I went to Bangkok and Utapao.
Okay. Yeah, she's
Utapao
in
is a crazy
Krabi, right? She's in Krabi right now.
Okay, is that like in the south?
I have no idea. I believe it's like islands and stuff. I don't know. We
Right.
talk through Allo, and she calls me on Duo, and we're using all our Google products.
That's what I used to do when my wife used to use Google Hangouts back then. But
Okay. Yeah, that works.
yeah, if you're traveling, people use Google Voice, everything. It's easier than anything. Anyways, always great talking to you. I'm back. I'm now able to actually watch your shows on a regular. Hey, what happened with Techbloid? You guys do a video this week?
I didn't do one this week. I was talking to. I should break that news. I was talking to Tobin. I told him I'm a little bit burnt out. At work, my 9 to 5 job has been. We're very short right now, so it's been overwhelmingly annoying for me. So I'm like constantly busy and like burnt out by the time I get home. And creating and doing live content is very difficult. Because you always have to be on. You always have to talk. You can't have any dead space. And it's difficult. So I'm trying to, and I do a video every day as it is. So it's like I really have no time for myself, or I have no time to let my brain rest. So it's tough. It's tough.
You guys are killing me on YouTube now. All the YouTubers are changing, man.
No, I do videos every day. Don't get me wrong. And
I know.
I just don't know if I can do Techbloid all the time, because Techbloid has the audience isn't as vocal and. Is not that I have a huge audience on Sunday nights, but it's definitely larger than it is on Thursdays. So I was thinking, like, well, I don't need to do 2 live shows. I could drop it down to 1, and then I want this to be my career. I was saying this earlier. I want it to be my career. It's very difficult to make a living off of this because there's so much competition.
That's true. Well, maybe Mike Tobin can come on the live show on the Sundays every once in a while.
That would be awesome. He's difficult to get in touch with sometimes, believe it or not. I'll text him and he won't text me back until the next day. But yeah, I would totally. He was for a while. He was you remember he was the first couple shows he was on here. He'd call in and kind of do what you did. But yeah. I mean, it's tough because he wants to live his own life too, and he lives on a different coast, and it's tough. This whole thing is very difficult, but. I love it. It's the best job I've had in my life, I can honestly say.
Challenging, right?
Yeah, for sure. But let me say it again. Make sure you follow Texers. Joel Rivera, that's him. Just click on his name in the chat room, or go to Google and type TECHSWERS, or I think you're in the description. You should be anyway. Are you? Maybe you're not. You are. Yeah, just go and look in the description of this video. Click his name. His channel's right there. Just click on it. Hit subscribe. And let's see how many subscribers you're up to. Don't tell me. 51 subscribers. When I got to tell you something. When I looked at his before, I think he had 3 or 7 subscribers. Dude's up to 51. And I know he doesn't post videos every single day. You took some time off, I can see here, month, 3 weeks. You did one 2 days ago, with the Nike Plus. Yeah. Follow him, guys. He's getting better and better. He's getting his channel together again because he took some time off. He was in getting out of the military, or you're still getting out of it, but I know you're on the mainland and that's what you wanted to do. So follow him, guys. He's a very cool guy. You're a very nice guy. I appreciate that. And if you're ever in California, hit me up. We'll hang out, go to dinner, whatever.
All right, beer's on you. No, I'm just playing.
That's fine, because I don't drink. I'll buy you a beer.
Oh, what?
I don't drink at all, dude. Yeah, I've never been drunk in my entire life, actually.
Okay. So, well, that's actually a good thing.
Yeah,
now you made me feel like I'm a jerk.
I made you feel like a lush. All right, man. I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for watching. Oh, do you have anything you wanted to add, or
I just wanted to say, anyone like you guys want to just have any questions about tech, you can shoot me an email also at texas@gmail.com. I'm willing to answer. It doesn't need to be on a YouTube video. I'm always willing to help out anybody. I think I get more satisfaction helping people out, especially when it comes to tech, more than anything. And Greg, thanks as always. It's always great to hear your shows, and most definitely I'll be every Sunday here to listen to you live.
Thanks so much, dude. I appreciate it. Guys, thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Make sure you subscribe. I'll see you guys down the road. Peace.